Well, as you can see, there's been an enormous change. Stay tuned and all will be revealed. Well, all the gantries are now in. So I'll just take you down. These ones are still placed. As you probably will have seen me making these in the last video, I've now added these ones down here. I think I only had those ones up to there, didn't I? But I'll give you an idea, or Susanna, a flavour. That's what it's going to look like, and you can see the arms there. And if I am able to get a little bit closer, turn the lights on a bit more, you can see a representation of the insulators. And as one of the things I did for that, I'll show you in a minute, but is to use cotton. So I'll cut to that little short clip now and I'll show you exactly what I did. Right, so you can get an impression of what that station looks like now. And I will get the arms done as quickly as I possibly can. As you might be aware, I've taken on a full-time teaching job and not got a lot of time left, let's put it like that. I certainly won't be able to put out a video every week anymore, I'm afraid, not for a while anyway. Maybe in the holidays I might be able to manage it, but I'll post as often as I possibly can. I might be able to make two every 2 weeks. I just don't know. It might be every 6 weeks. I really don't know. As the term goes on, the job will get easier because certain things that I'll have done, I can use again and adapt. So, but that's how life works. But anyway, that's that bit. Now, for those of you who are in the know, there is a very large canopy, oh, not a canopy, a gantry, one of these, running from one side of the tracks right through to the other side. Not like this one and stops just there, because this one I'm talking about goes right on. And it has some signals on it, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, and I might be wrong, platform 5 and platform 8. Now, whether I can actually do it for those ones, I might have to modify that a little bit. But I am going to put that on. When that will be, I don't know. Whatever I do, it will have to be just placed for the time being, because obviously when that window is replaced, all of this will have to be temporarily removed. And as you can see there, the clips and there, it's designed to come out, and it would take about an hour to dismantle and probably about an hour to put back together. So it won't take long, particularly if I don't populate it with any scenery. But anyway, my idea is that I use that gantry as the bridge coming across, because if you remember, I take you around there, you'll notice there is a track there. Excuse my fingernail. But the tracks, although they're going to be reconfigured, this bit here going around the side here is going to be, well, reconfigured as well, because that will then come round and join up with the track that way. Yeah, so it creates a passing loop, if you like, and then the trains can come round in a big loop all the way around here and then go back down again. So that's the whole idea. But obviously, the original plan is that a single track, one train, one track will come across this way. And as that gantry is there, it seemed daft not to use it as the bridge. It's a very big gantry, it's very wide. So my idea is that I'm going to make it a little bit wider, turn it into something slightly more bridge-like with railings across the top, that sort of thing, just to make it look a little bit more safe. And then obviously when it gets to this side, the bank will be built up again, and then the train can come round straight onto a built up bank, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's plans for the future. I'm still hoping out for that I can get this finished by Christmas. Obviously things have changed quite dramatically, so I'll do it as quickly as I can, as I said. Now, the next thing that I've been talking about in the last video was signals. Now, thanks very much to Steve at Cheadle Ridge. As you probably realise, he is a Pendolino driver. He's taken some fantastic pictures for me. He's told me that platforms 1 to 4, so those 4 tracks, and platforms, I think if I'm right in saying 9 through to 13, have had the signals replaced with LED ones. Okay, so I will try and replicate that as much as I can, but being N gauge, I'm not going to be able to have the same working as they are. If you are aware of the new signals, they have 2 lights, so they're 1 light above the other, and the green is at the bottom, which then changes to red, which then changes to single orange, and then changes to double orange. So they are multi-aspect indeed, or multi-LED. And you can actually buy those for 00 gauge. I think Train Tech make them. They're quite expensive, but if that's what you're into, then, you know, go for it. I think they're about £40 for the head. And obviously you've got to mount that onto a post or whatever it might be, I think. But my plan is to 3D print them. Now, you might be thinking, well, why then have I bought this? As you can see, and you can see the size of my thumb in comparison, can't you? This thing is absolutely tiny. I would say it's probably about 1.5 inches tall, looking at it. And it's brilliant. Now, one of the reasons for buying this is to help me with the size and the scale. But I will use this on the main line, which will obviously be this bit running around. Okay, so that will appear at some point in the future. Now, you might say to me, John, you just said that these signals are going to be 3D printed. Yes, they are. You ready? Incoming. If I can get that to focus, you can see how small that is. And I am amazed that the 3D printer has managed to print that, and it does have holes. Yeah, see that? So my plan is to mount a green and a red on that. You might be saying to me, why am I not putting an orange in there? Well, it's on the exit to the station. And if a train is going to leave the station, the road is going to be set, isn't it? So I can't see the point in all the extra fiddliness and trying to feed 6 wires down through this tube. It's insanely small. I think it might be, I'm not sure it is the same size as that. I've got a feeling it's a tad bigger, but that's the smallest tube, brass tube, that I could find at the time. And I think that will be absolutely fine. You can see, hopefully you can see, there is a tiny hole of about 1 millimetre or just under 1 millimetre running through that. So that should be absolutely fine. And as I said before, I will get these done as quickly as I can. I have made some 2-aspect signals. Oh yeah, you can get a very clear picture of that now, can't you? So if I spin it round with the scalpel, just do that. If I just spin it round, you can see how that's formed. I'm so pleased with that. I am so pleased with that. I honestly didn't think that it would do it. And the only thing that I can suggest that's made things a bit different is Cura 5.1 or Cura 5, whatever we're on. It's a game changer. It's allowed more detail. It's allowed the printing head to move in a much more fine manner. And obviously the printer is set to the finest print it could possibly do. But, you know, I am so impressed with that. I mean, we're not far off resin printer standard there. Not far off. And I've got all the durability of PLA, which tends to be quite reasonably strong, you know. Anyway, that's the thing for the future. And I am going to leave the video there. So I might put some running shots in. I might not. We'll see how it goes over the weekend. But if I don't, take care of yourself. And I'll see you again very, very soon here on Piccadilly. Bye for now.